Feel Good Breakfast Show, and right now we're going to continue down the avenue of entertainment because we want you to grab your swords and settle up to your dragons, because How to Train Your Dragon is back, and this time it is soaring onto the big screen in live action. Yes, the fire-breathing magic, the friendship and the feels all reimagined with real-life Vikings and lifelike dragons. But does it still have that toothless charm that we've known and loved? Well, let's find out. Here's a look at the trailer.
We're all descendants of the finest dragon fighters from everywhere the Vikings ever traveled. These beasts are a threat to all of our lands. It's time, Hiccup.
I have to kill you. I will, because I'm a Viking. Hear that? I'm a Viking! It's okay. I won't hurt you. Maybe they're not as bad as we think they are.
In case you forgot, our parents' war is about to become ours. Figure out which side you're on.
They've killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them! Toothless, no! He's a friend! You all need to see this. I'm not one of them.
Wow, you've lost everything. Your father, your tribe, your best friend. What are you gonna do about it?
Probably something stupid.
Well, you've already done that.
It's something crazy. What's up to us? Us? Stick with me.
All right, bud, you ready? Come on! Here it comes!
Well, there you have it, mic drop. We can close the segment off right now. It looks fantastic. But Zoe Human, our entertainment reporter, joins us to share her thoughts on the film. Zoe, let's get into this. You got to catch me up as well. But we've gone from animation in 2010.
What a year. Hey?
What a year. To live action now in 2025. How does it compare? And is it even fair to say that we have to compare?
Listen, I will tell you right now, I don't usually like a live action.
Right.
They are my least favorite of all the movies that come out in the year, especially because I feel like they've been so consistent. There's not a lot new happening for young people. But this is one of the best live actions, if not best live actions I've ever seen.
That's incredible.
It
That's
is
a bold
amazing.
statement.
I would even take this movie as a standalone. If you told me there was never an animation, I think this movie would achieve what it is set out to achieve. It's amazing.
Okay, Toothless in real life.
Yes, adorable.
Are we for it? Are we not for it? Also, give us some context, because you just told me something now about Toothless and their breed.
Yes, so Toothless is a Night Fury, which basically means he is the most dangerous of all the dragons. Never been seen before. They're in the night sky and they never get caught. He manages to try and trap this creature to kill it, but can't get it done. Hiccup is his name. He's son of the chief, and he's supposed to really rise up and take charge. But in his heart of hearts, he says, no, like, this is not for me. And he begins a very beautiful sort of pet relationship with the Night Fury that is Toothless. So that's the gist, if you haven't seen it, as you have not.
Just caught me up right now. I mean, it really does look fantastic. I feel like we've come such a long way when it comes to CGI too. I would believe that dragons existed if I saw something like this.
We have a lot of CGI using dragons in the world, like How to Train Your Dragon, you know, all of those things, but it's very adult. I feel like this is one of the first like kids dragon movies that I'm obsessed with.
When you went to go see it, were there other adults in the cinema with you?
There were, and they were all laughing. Remember, I was in grade 7 when this movie first came out, so there's a lot of us that grew up with this movie that now have a deep relationship with it. But there was also Hamish in the cinema who was there having his experience. He watched the animation, but he was talking the whole time because he was obsessed with every detail of this movie.
When it comes to details, does it follow the same storyline as the animation?
Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, the book originally, because it's based off a a book. So it does follow that storyline. You're not going to be having any moments where you're like, hi, that wasn't in the original.
Or where is this part
Yes,
that
yes,
I
yes.
really
No,
enjoyed about the movie? Okay, at the heart of the film, the friendship between, like you mentioned, Hiccup and Toothless as well. Is it as emotional as the animation?
It is. I do love it. I think it's a beautiful telling of the story. I think Mason Thames, he's the lead role, 17 years old in real life, so they've kept it pretty right to the age group. Amazing. He does such a good job in really bringing this whole story to life and showing the relationship between him and his daddy as well, Gerard Butler.
Yes, which is special because Gerard also voiced one of the characters, right?
Yes, he was the original
animation.
voice for the animation. So it's a good one. Gerard
full
kills
circle.
it.
Come on, speaking about this, the original animated film had, like we said, some big voice talents, and now we're seeing actors like our Gerard Butler return, but this time in the flesh alongside some exciting new breakout stars. So let's see what he had to say on bringing this live action version to life and whether the chemistry felt as strong on screen as it did in the animation world. Let's have a look.
It's really a special moment. I think when I think back 15 years to having a conversation with Dean, or I got a call, would you want to play this character, his voice? And it was one movie, which became 2 movies, which became 3 movies, a live action, and now we're opening a theme park. So that's kind of a beautiful moment in time for all of us. You know, it just shows, I think, that the world, that this movie has very much become part of the culture and very beloved, and that feels great. There's something about this, you know, wish fulfillment. We all live in this fantasy where you kind of have a best friend, maybe from another realm, or us living in another realm. And I think the messages in the movie, one, it's an incredibly entertaining story of Vikings and dragons. It's funny, it's heartfelt, and I think there's really clever messaging in there that's super positive. That's teaching us about growth and personal discovery and standing up for one's identity, you know, and there's just so many themes that you watch the movie, you're enthralled, you're entertained, and you come out and kind of want to be a better person.
Oh, we love that Gerard Butler. What a man.
What a sexy man.
What a man.
He just knows how to keep it good.
And he knows how to man really well. All right. So he is the father. But let's talk about some of the... Stoic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the breakout stars.
So Mason Thames, as I spoke about earlier, but also there's Nico Parker in this that maybe you might have watched in the series The Last of Us, the first episode only, but you know, I won't spoil that for you. But she's amazing. She's so talented. She takes on the role of Astrid. And I think she got a lot of hate in the beginning just because people are like, this isn't the blonde young girl that we were expecting. But I love her as an actor. She's really good. Guess her parent. Guess who's her parents?
I don't know.
Tandy Newton.
No way.
Tandy
I
Newton,
love her.
yes. And her dad also, he was the director of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Okay, very
Yeah, so a little Nepo baby in there for you, but really talented and really cool to see her journey now.
Okay. Oh, all right. Let's get into your rating out of 5. How many dragon breaths does this get?
Dragon breath.
Yes. That's 2. That's 3. 4. I get 4 out of...
I'll give it 4.5.
4.5
Yeah.
dragon breaths out of 5. What would have given it that extra...
That extra, oh, that's so difficult.
4 to 5 is a high rating.
I think it's because I watched it on a very small screen. I think I wanted to watch it on a bigger screen, and I think when I have that experience, because the screen was like, obviously it's for the PR room, so it's like 10 people in a row.
Yeah.
But if I saw it even bigger, next
like
level.
an IMAX experience. Oh my goodness.
Actually, I watched the trailer in IMAX. Breathtaking.
Okay, so
but
there we
I think
go.
it's going to be a great movie for Father's Day. It's the relationship. It's not only the animals, it's father and son relationships as well. So I think it's a good one for your weekend.
Oh, that's beautiful, Zoe. You would thank you so much for being here. We love it. We love your dragon breaths too. So whether you're a long-time dragon rider or a brand new Burke like me, How to Train Your Dragon is flying into cinemas this weekend. And it's one wild, fire-breathing adventure you definitely don't want to miss. But here's something that you also don't want to miss out on. Expresso is giving 4 lucky viewers the chance to win a How to Train Your Dragon hamper. Now, this thing is worth 2,300 Rand, and it is so good. To enter, simply head to the competition post on Expresso's social media, that's Facebook, Instagram, or X, and then answer this question. If you had your own dragon, what would you name it? And what kind of adventures would the two of you go on together? Use that hashtag Expresso in your answer, and that competition closes at midday on this coming Monday, the 16th of June. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. We mentioned dragons. We mentioned real dragons. I personally believe they exist, so let's have a look and see if this can be confirmed or denied.